Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to a new speed build video. I know it's been a long time and I want to apologize for disappearing for so long, but I won't get into much detail today about why, because this video is way too short to talk about my personal life. So I want to get down to business and talk about the build itself straight away. Today I'm building a studio apartment in the world of San Myshuno using the new modern Luxe kit that just came out. As you could see, the first thing that I did was to paint the walls of the apartment with a new wallpaper. However, I added some accent walls in and there to add a pop of color and make the place a little bit more interesting to look at. For the accent wall, I used a wallpaper from Eco Lifestyle in a dark teal color, which looks so good in my opinion with the gold from the new stuff. And I went for wood flooring from the base game, even though I know that the kit comes with a new flooring, which is basically the same pattern as the wallpaper. It's got the same swatches, but I thought it would have been too much if I had used it. I think that the flooring is the only thing I didn't use from the kit. I used every single item because I just love that mold, honestly. And then I started straight away furnishing the little hallway, which is very narrow, but I managed to fit the new chest of drawers, which looks amazing, especially in that brown swatch with the gold accent. And I cluttered it up using a lot of different objects. We have a pile of magazines, some candles, the new sculpture, which I love the swatches of. I went for the one that's got gold marble lines, and I used the same sculpture in the living room in a different swatch though. Then I placed down the new plant, which I'm gonna use a lot, I think, from now on. I'm always very happy when they give us new plants. I feel like I'm always in need for new plants. Then on the wall above the chest of drawers, I placed down the new painting, and on each side of it, I placed down sconces from Growing Together. I feel like I always tend to do that whenever I build modern and fancy places, because it really helps to make the place a little bit more modern and luxurious looking. Then I went around and placed down on the wall where the windows are the new curtain. I'm so happy we have a new curtain which comes with a curtain rod. As you could see, I always tend to use the Desert Luxe Kids curtain in my builds because it's got a curtain rod which makes the curtain a little bit more customizable. So I'm really happy that we now have another similar option. Since I haven't mentioned it, this is Penny's apartment in case you haven't recognized it, and I thought it was the perfect apartment to check out the new kit because it's smaller compared to other apartments, and as you know, kits don't come with a lot of items, or at least not enough items to furnish an entire house. Most of the time they focus only on just one specific room. Obviously, I'm talking about build kits, not cast kits, and in this case, the focus was on the bedroom. And because this is a studio, it really gives me the opportunity to build something that don't have many rooms, which in my opinion would have been otherwise really hard to keep the same style throughout an entire house, as we don't have many items or furniture which has got that particular modern style. So a studio with a big open space, I think, is the perfect place to, see how well the items work together, and yeah, just build something with that kit without having a bunch of different styles going on, which is something that I am not a huge fan of. And then, as you could see, I quickly did the living room, which is my favorite part. I used the tables from Dine Out, which are marbled, to create a TV console. And by the way, the painting that you saw me placing down above those tables, it's not a painting, but surprise, it's a TV. It's really cool. It's from the new kit and it looks amazing because when it's turned off, it looks like a colorful painting. Then, when it's turned on, it functions as a TV. In general, I love the style of the furniture of the kit. I'm really obsessed with the gold accents of the different swatches, and I really also like the teal accent wall behind the TV. I thought looked very good with the painting and with the brown from the new chairs. The couch instead is from the Paranormal Stuff Pack. It gives like an additional touch of color to the room because it's got yellow pillows. And speaking of pillows, we now have like simple pillows that we can place down wherever we want, which is really cool because it's an item that I've been wanting for so long. And when I used to build with custom contents, I used to download a lot of just simple pillows to place maybe on armchairs, on couches. I placed down a couple of pillows leaning on the TV console, and I'm also gonna place down a couple of pillows leaning on the bed, just because I thought that maybe when you have like a very fancy bed, you have like a lot of pillows on it, but then when it's time to go to bed, to go to sleep, you take those pillows and throw them on the floor. Maybe actually those are not really thrown on the floor because they're really like well placed. But yeah, that was the entire idea. And another thing that I found that really I think matches perfectly with the style of the new kit is the zebra rug from City Living. Unfortunately, it's not very noticeable because it's covered by another rug, the fluffy one from Snow Escape, which to be honest, I thought it gave it like a more sophisticated look to the room. And I think in real life, it happens a lot that people overlap rugs to give like a luxurious but yet cozy look to the place. Then next to the windows, I placed down the new bookcase. I love the fact that it's already cluttered up. I love when they do that, honestly. And also the clutter and the books on the bookcase look very good. Then next to it, I used the new nightstand as the table for the record player. That item is so cute. It's really adorable. I love the fact that it spins in live mode when it's turned on. And next to it, I also placed down the box with all the records in it, and that box is from the basement treasures kit. I didn't want to use so many kits and so many packs, but I felt like that box was a must because we have a record player, so we must have some records as well. Yeah, it was really a must for me because I really like going for realism. Moving on to the bed corner, obviously I went for the new bed, which I think fits very well Penny's personality. Actually, this entire studio flat, I feel like really reflects her style for some reason, and I think she would really like it. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I used the new nightstand, and on top of the nightstand, I placed down the new lamp. Then there's the little tray with the book and the mug on it, which is from the book nook kit, and we have the plant from the greenhouse even kit, I think. At the end of the bed, I placed down the ottoman from high school years, and on top of the ottoman, I placed down the purse that comes with a new kit. It's such an adorable little detail, and I think you would find something like that in Penny's house. Another detail that I think fits her personality is the new vanity, and I created a little nook just for that. Also because it was quite a big open space, and I really liked the idea of having a little bit of separation in the room between like the different areas. You could see that I also used the divider from the Decor to the Max kit, which comes in gold and I think looks so good, gives more personality to the apartment, and it's luxurious, so I think matches very well with the vibes of the flat, and it creates more private bed corner basically. Back to the vanity, I'm so happy we got that with the new kit because I don't have Vintage Glamour, which is the only pack that gives you a vanity. And on the vanity, I placed down some makeup. We had a makeup pouch from the Everyday Clutter Kit, a very fancy plant from the Horse Ranch pack, and a jewelry thingy also from the Everyday Clutter Kit. And then we have like some skincare products from the Bathroom Clutter Kit. The chair is the same one that I used in the living room, but in a different swatch. What I like about this apartment is that I could close in the kitchen and the dining area a little bit, so it's separated from the rest of the house. I don't know if you could tell from the video, but I struggled so much with the kitchen. I wanted to use the appliances from Growing Together because they have like the gold accent, which is kind of going on throughout the entire apartment, but I forgot that we don't have a counter that's got gold handles to match the appliances. And I didn't like how any of the other counter looked with the stove and the fridge, so it was a real struggle, but in the end I chose the counter from Dream Home Decorator because at least it doesn't have silver handles. And the upper cabinets also don't match because they're base game, but I don't like the matching upper cabinets of the Dream Home Decorator pack because they are open. And anyway, what I like the most about that room is kind of the dining space. It looks so pristine. I used a table from the base game, which honestly, it comes in so many different swatches that I never noticed that it's got a marbled and gold swatch, which I thought it was perfect for this apartment. And then I used the same chairs that I used in the living room just to kind of bring the brown to the dining space. And then again, we find another accent wall with the new painting that I used again, but in a different swatch. And then we also have like the two sconces. And on the other wall, we have the new shelf, which I used twice. It looks so good. I think it's the first glass shelf that we have in the game. I love it, honestly, and I cluttered it up with another sculpture from the base game, some books, some plants, and then in the same room we have the new armchair, which I didn't use in the living room, which is quite weird because you would probably find an armchair in a living room, but there wasn't space for it, so I decided to place it down in the dining room. And on top of it, I placed down a pillow because I don't know, I was so excited. I placed down pillows everywhere. And then moving on to the last room of this video is the bathroom. As you can see, I tried to bring some gold accents into the bathroom as well. So we have the shower from Seasons, which comes in a gold swatch, and then I used obviously the sink from Growing Together. It's like my favorite sink of all time. And with that being said, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the apartment. If you did, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. As always, wait for the end of the video for screenshots, and hopefully I'm gonna see you in my next speed build videos. Bye.